Look at the person sitting next to you. Now look in the mirror. One of you is statistically likely to face a cancer diagnosis in your lifetime. But what if I told you that right now, at this very second, your body is already winning a war against cancer that you didn't even know was being fought? In this video, I'm going to show you something that challenges every single thing we were taught in medical school. Most people believe cancer is a genetic death sentence, a flip of a coin that you have no control over. They think that once a cell mutates, the countdown begins. They are wrong. Your genes are not your destiny. They are merely the hardware. You are the programmer, and today, we are going to rewrite the code of your survival. I'm Dr. Mike. For over 15 years, I've worked in the trenches of emergency medicine and oncology. I've watched patients battle for their lives while being told that what they put on their dinner plate doesn't matter. But the latest breakthroughs in 2026, the data surfacing right now across high-level research circles, and the molecular science we're seeing on the front lines tells a different story. We are entering the era of Nutri-genomics, where we no longer just treat disease, we prevent it at the source. You have a superpower inside you called angiogenesis. It is the body's ability to grow, or more importantly, to refuse to grow, blood vessels. To understand this, imagine your body as a massive city. Your blood vessels are the highways delivering oxygen and fuel to every building. Now, imagine a rogue building, a microscopic tumor, starts popping up in a dark alley. As long as that building is isolated, it stays small. It can't grow because it has no electricity, no water, no food. In medical terms, a microscopic tumor, no bigger than the tip of a ballpoint pen, is harmless. It can stay that way for decades. It's like a tiny spark without oxygen. But cancer is a master of biological hacking. It releases proteins called growth factors, specifically VEGF, that act like a deceptive GPS signal. It tricks your body into building a private highway directly to that rogue building. The moment that tumor hijacks your blood supply, it can explode 16,000 times its size in just 14 days. This is the vascular switch, and it is the moment a manageable problem becomes a life-threatening crisis. But here is where the science gets revolutionary. If cancer can hack the system to grow vessels, we can hack the system to starve them. This isn't just about eating healthy. This is about cellular warfare. We are talking about precision strike molecules found in common foods that can literally starve a tumor to death by cutting off its logistics. We are going to dive deep into the specific synergy protocols, combinations like certain T polyphenols paired with specific alkaloids that increase their potency by 2,000%. We're going to talk about the akkermansia guardian, a specific gut bacteria that acts as the master key for your immune system. New data in 2026 suggests that this single strain of bacteria determines whether the world's most expensive immunotherapy drugs will work or fail. And I'm going to show you exactly how to cultivate it using a fruit you've probably been eating the wrong way your entire life. Every day, your cells divide. Think of it as a biological Xerox machine running 40 trillion copies. Eventually, you get a smudge. You get a typo. That typo is a mutated cell. In a healthy body, your immune system acts like a specialized security detail, natural killer cells and T cells, identifying these typos and shredding them instantly. But cancer is the master of disguise. It uses immune checkpoints to put your security detail to sleep. This is your wake-up call. We are going to explore why your green tea needs a specific temperature and a specific citrus catalyst to actually survive your stomach acid. We are going to map out exactly how to combine cooked tomato lycopene with specific lipids to create a bioavailable shield for your tissue. We are moving past the era of one-size-fits-all medicine and into a world where your kitchen is your pharmacy. If you've ever felt powerless against the word cancer, listen closely. Your genes are the hardware. but your nutrition is the software that runs the program. It's time to hack the system. Stay with me for every step of this deep dive, because the synergy I'm explaining is the difference between a supplement that does nothing and a protocol that changes your genetic expression forever. Let's begin with the first layer of defense, the DNA repair kit. Most people think DNA damage is permanent. They think once the instruction manual for your cell is torn, it stays torn. But 2026 research into epigenetic editing through nutrition shows us something else. Your cells have a maintenance crew, enzymes like endonucleases and PARP, that act like high-tech biological welders. Take the kiwi fruit. In a landmark study out of the University of Oslo, researchers found that eating just 3 kiwis a day didn't just prevent new damage, it accelerated the repair of existing breaks in the DNA strand. Why? Because the kiwi contains a unique cluster of bioactive compounds that prime these repair enzymes. It's like giving your maintenance crew better tools and a faster truck. But here is the secret the mainstream media misses. The skin of the kiwi contains 30% more polyphenols than the flesh. By peeling it, you are throwing away the most potent part of the medicine. Now, let's move to the broccoli paradox. You've been told to eat your greens, but no one told you that a mature head of broccoli is a shadow of what its 3-day-old sprout can do. We are talking about sulforaphane. This isn't just an antioxidant, it's an indirect antioxidant. It triggers a pathway in your body called NRF2, the master switch for detoxification. A handful of broccoli sprouts contains the same amount of sulforaphane as several pounds of mature broccoli. But the 2026 data shows an even bigger hack, the weight and mustard technique. If you chop your broccoli and let it sit for 40 minutes before cooking, you allow the myrosinase enzyme to create the cancer-fighting sulforaphane. If you're in a rush, adding a pinch of mustard seed powder to your cooked broccoli instantly reactivates that chemical reaction. This is how you turn a side dish into a biological weapon against malignancy. This is the level of detail we are exploring. We are looking at the angiogenic 7, the specific foods that act as molecular gatekeepers, standing at the intersection of your blood vessels and saying, "No further." We will talk about why soy is actually protective, contrary to popular myths, because of a molecule called genistein that blocks the very receptors cancer uses to feed itself. We will examine how Asian populations with high soy intake have significantly lower rates of hormone-driven cancers because phytoestrogens actually block the more aggressive human estrogens from docking on your cells. We will look at the berry defense, specifically anthocyanins in blueberries that don't just boost the immune system, but specifically increase the count of T cells by 88% in clinical trials. We will look at the tomatoes and oil synergy, where the heat from cooking breaks down cell walls to release lycopene, a fat-soluble molecule that requires a lipid carrier, like extra virgin olive oil, to pass through your gut lining and into your cells. But it goes deeper. We need to talk about the microbiome immunity connection. Inside your gut lives a bacterium called akkermansia. Think of it as the drill sergeant for your immune system. If you have low levels of akkermansia, your immune cells are lazy. They walk right past cancer cells without noticing them. But when you feed this bacteria its favorite food, elagitannins found in pomegranate and walnuts, it thickens the mucus layer of your gut and sends a chemical signal to your immune system to stay on high alert. This is the difference between a body that ignores a tumor and a body that hunts it down. This isn't about fear, it's about absolute environmental control over your own biology. We are going to discuss the timing protocol, why eating your DNA-repairing foods in the morning and your anti-angiogenic foods in the evening aligns with your body's circadian repair cycles. We will look at why food over supplements isn't just a catchy phrase, but a molecular reality, because a single tomato contains over 10,000 different bioactive compounds that work in a symphony that a single pill could never replicate. Your body is a fortress. It's time you started giving it the supplies it needs to win. Grab a notebook and let's dive into the molecular mechanics of the most powerful anti-cancer strategy on the planet. This is the blueprint for making your body an inhospitable environment for disease. It starts now.